There was one girl. She was ugly. That's how nature wanted to make her like this. She had a long nose, thin lips that didn't match a smile, a thin neck, small eyes, a high forehead, cheekbones, and freckles. She was short and thin. From an early age, no one wanted to communicate with her anymore. That's why she had complexes, even though her mother said she was the most beautiful girl in the world. She wore boring, unattractive clothes. But this girl had very beautiful long red hair. The girl was always alone. She wanted to have friends. She always looked at other girls and dreamed that they would be friends with her, but they considered her scary and strange. One day the girls decided to make fun of her. Four girlfriends approached the girl and started chatting sweetly. The girl was very happy that they finally paid attention to her. They asked to come to her house. She couldn't refuse. When they came to her house, they came into her room and a chuckle crept into their room. One of the girlfriends said she wanted something to drink. The hostess of the house quickly ran to the kitchen. As soon as she left the room, her friends started laughing their heads off. The whole room was decorated in black, and there were a lot of dolls in pink dresses around. They also noticed a black cat. They decided to take a photo to show the others and make a mockery of it. That was their mistake. When the girl came to school, everyone started laughing at her, pointing fingers and calling her witch. And then a text message came to her phone. Look where we were, at the witch's house. Ha ha ha, and a photo of her room. She ran to the bathroom in tears. And in a fit of anger, she had a plan for revenge. She came out of the bathroom. I went to the laughing girlfriends and grabbed one by the hair. She pulled out a couple of hairs and then quickly ran away that not even everyone understood what had happened. Only one boy said, "Serves you right." When the girl came home, she took 4 of her dolls. In fact, the girl played with these dolls, pretending that this was her life and those dolls were those girlfriends. Each of the dolls looked like one of them and had a name. The girl glued the hair she had cut off to the doll. And I decided to act immediately. "Are you calling me a witch? So I'll be her," she said with resentment and tears in her eyes. And she put the doll in the box. I went outside and buried the box in the backyard. Afterwards, she was drinking coffee with a strange smile on her lips. And she was already thinking about how she would take revenge next. Dana loved to lie in the bathtub for hours and listen to music. She said it was a kind of her meditation. But this time it was her last meditation. She took a bath, lay down in it and fell asleep, but forgot to turn off the water. The bath filled up completely, and the girl slipped off the wall of the tub and drowned in the water. The satisfied girl did not tempt herself and immediately went to take revenge on the third. She found alcohol in the medicine cabinet, poured it over the doll, and set it on fire. While the doll was burning, the girl was laughing terribly and saying, "Who's the witch here?" Immediately, the next day, she heard rumors that Annie was home alone. And the gas at home had broken down. As it turned out, there was a leak, and the spark set the house ablaze. And the girl burned alive in it. The last 4th girl was very afraid. She realized who was doing this. She told her parents, but they only said that she was talking nonsense. Then she decided to talk directly. At school, she noticed a redhead and ran towards it. "Hi," she stammered. "What do you want?" "Lisa, please don't do this, I beg you. Please forgive me. I don't want to die. Please." Lisa burst into tears. The girl's heart suddenly tightened. She turned away and walked away, and there were tears in her eyes. She decided to spare Lisa anyway, because she liked her the most. But it wasn't there. Lisa, sneaking home to the girl at night, decided to avenge her friends. When she got into the room, she was stunned again. There were 4 dolls standing there. One was soiled in the ground, the second was wet, the third was burned, and only the 4th was further away from them. And when Lisa crept closer, she noticed another doll with red hair. 2 dolls were standing next to each other. Oh, you beast! We'll never be friends. I took a pair of scissors and cut off the girl's beautiful hair, grabbed a doll with red hair, and she accidentally slammed the door, thereby waking the girl. When she woke up and her head was lighter, she immediately touched her hair. They were short. She immediately grabbed the doll, found a needle, and began stabbing at her arms and legs, saying, "Do you want to live? You will live. Don't be afraid. You will." Lisa ran home at the same time, glued the hair to the doll. She didn't know what to do next. She found various information on the internet, and I decided to do something. She stuck a needle in her heart, read some kind of spell from the internet, and then put the doll in a box. The next day, Lisa's limbs failed. She became disabled for life. And I always thought that it would have been better if she had died. And the girl's heart just stopped in her sleep, and she still had that crazy smile on her face.